I think credit cards suck, and they're probably the reason you're not saving as much as you thought you could. This video is going to explain why. Hi, I'm Max Phelps from Golden Eggs, where we're on a mission to help people on a career path stop worrying about money and get on the path to financial freedom. Now, psychologists have done studies that show that people spend an average 30% more than they planned when using a credit card. For someone expecting to spend $3,000 a month, their bills will be closer to $4,000, or an extra $1,000 a month, or $12,000 a year, or $60,000 over 5 years. Psychologists have also found that we think in two distinct ways. The rational, clear thinking part of ourselves, which does the long-term thinking and planning, and also the side we identify with as who we are. And then there's the impulsive, intuitive part of ourselves, which likes to make quick decisions without going to the effort of thinking and planning 24/7. Let's call the thinking one Jacqueline and the impulsive version Jackie. Now, Jacqueline knows there's something wrong with using credit cards. It's effectively taking out a bank loan to buy groceries and coffees. Do you feel like you probably spend too much? Do you feel like you're not saving enough and are not getting ahead the way that you'd like? Unfortunately, Jackie cons Jacqueline to get a quick fix or a nice feeling from buying something for instant consumption or instant gratification. When Jacqueline gets suspicious and asks Jackie to explain herself, Jackie has a collection of quick responses that stop Jacqueline thinking too much and catching herself out. Let's see if you can identify with any of these lies from your own version of Jackie. Number 1, I'm careful with my spending on a credit card and I always pay it in full every month. The truth about Jacqueline setting up automatic full repayments has been mixed with the lie that Jackie is careful. If income suddenly drops like it did for many people during COVID, or for anyone who's ever lost a job, suddenly we realise that Jackie has already spent next month's income before Jacqueline earned it. As for careful, we know from the studies that Jackie will overspend by 30% when using a credit card. Number 2, I only spend more than I planned when there's an unexpected expense. Now, this lie comes from Jacqueline seeing a bigger than expected bill and looking for the reason it was so high. Before she gets the chance to add up and categorize lots of small items on the bill, which is the real cause, Jackie quickly points out the bigger items, like the one-off purchase of a piece of furniture or appliance that they needed, or the big quarterly bill that hit that month. That seems to explain the bigger bill, so Jacqueline stops the analysis until next month. Number 3, the points get us free travel, which we love. The words free and travel in the same sentence is an irresistible combination. Yet the amount of points needed to get anything substantial for free is astronomical. Spending $4,000 a month on a credit card will get you 48,000 points, enough for one return trip from Sydney to Bundaberg. Return trips to Europe, which are often the images used in the credit card advertising, cost around 140,000 points. The points are normally only worth 1% of the spending on the card. Yet Jackie is likely to overspend by 30%. Jacqueline could have set up savings accounts for holiday and for the future and had a guilt-free holiday instead. Number 4, I'm using the bank's money, which means we can earn more interest on our savings. Now, this isn't so much a lie as being a half-truth, so Jacqueline stops doing the real calculation. Now, for a $4,000 credit card bill, you could have had that $4,000 sitting in a high-interest savings account or in your offset. Best case scenario, it's saving 3% in interest, which is $120 a year or $10 a month. Do we really trust Jackie to stay within $10 of the budget? Number 5, well, it helps us smooth out the bills. There is some truth to this, but that's no excuse for Jackie to carry the card everywhere she goes. Do you pay your electric bill while you're out at the shops? I know I don't. Rather than using our cards and believe the lies that our Jackie is trying to tell us, it's much better to either 1, never take up a credit card, or 2, cut up and close any credit cards, or as a worst case, 3, use one purely for bills but keep it at home in a drawer or a cup full of water in the freezer. Anything to make sure it's not in the wallet or linked to the phone where Jackie can get the better of us and send us off track. And you might be thinking, yeah, but I get mine for free and I really am careful and I do pay it off in full and I love the free travel and put all the money in my offset account because my financial advisor told me to. That's what your Jackie wants you to believe. Just try going without it for 3 months. No credit card, just a debit card linked to an account that's separate from where you get paid. See how it feels and look at your spending patterns. What we found is that if you want to save more, buy property to get ahead or pay off debts, it's often the credit card sucking people's savings away and that people's Jackie have been conning them to avoid taking the next step. When you do come to apply for a home loan, know this. Credit card limits reduce mortgage borrowing by a factor of 5. That means a $10,000 credit card will reduce your borrowing capacity for a mortgage by $50,000. And that many banks will look at your last 3 months' transactions on the credit card and assume that's how much you always spend. To find out more, please like our page and look out for the next video. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, be genuine, have fun, and stay curious.